Hey y'all, SEMA 2015, and I don't know if y'all followed it, but there was an NSNBC show called Big Red 1 about the ultimate street car, Camaro, 69 Camaro they built, and they just went out and they did these different venues and these different type of racing in it. They switched motors in and out depending on where they were at, and it was a cool series. But what they've done now is they've built the 5th generation Big Red C5, and what it is it's the Big Red Edition 2015 Z28 Camaro tribute car for a cause. They are going to auction it off at Barrett-Jackson. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be Scottsdale, but I'm not sure if it's 16 or if it's 17. We'll get you some more information on that. But all the proceeds are going to go to veterans charity Ride to Recovery. They help build bicycles for wounded warriors. I'm a veteran and I'm an American, and so I'm so thankful for the men and women that sacrifice to keep my freedom and let me do things like come shoot videos at SEMA. But anyways, let me get the camera turned around. We'll take a quick look at this one. Susie, thanks so much for giving me time to shoot this car.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for recognizing this gorgeous 5th gen Camaro.
No, I appreciate it. You know I'm a veteran, and I want to help them any way I can.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
I think it's just such a worthy cause that we were able to put this car together for Ride to Recovery, and do this amazing build that pays such a wonderful tribute to the original Big Red, and gave Team Big Red a chance to just do something really worthwhile.
Tell the people that don't know just a quick history on what the original Big Red was about.
The original Big Red started back in the 80s, and RJ Gottlieb and his dad wanted a project, and RJ decided that he wanted a 69 Z28. He started racing when he was about 15 years old, and as a matter of fact had to go to Mexico in order to be able to race legally because he wasn't 18 yet.
I got you.
And he was able to win in Mexico at the La Carrera Classica, and then went on to be the youngest to win the Silver State Challenge, and then bringing it up more recently, setting land speed records everywhere. Just Big Red is just kind of this iconic
Well, it wasn't
car.
just like land speed records. There was like different types of racing.
Absolutely,
road
right. Silver
put,
State Challenge, the 341, or otherwise known as the Virginia City Hill Climb, all were races that he's won.
Right on. And that's amazing because the car is a street legal car.
The Big Red is not really street legal in its current incantation. Now, back in the early days, yes, it absolutely was street legal. It was kind of known as the impetus for the pro touring movement, because here it was this sort of semi-stock Camaro. Right. At least it was stock looking.
Right. And that was always important to them.
Absolutely.
Even when they did
important.
the dry lake bed, they really hated that they had to put that big wing on the back because
the wing, the big hood scoop for the additional power plant. RJ really prefers to have a car that looks stock and looks classic.
Cool, and this is a very good looking car. Tell me what we're doing with this and the cause and all, and how that's going to help everybody out.
So the car currently right now, so it's a 2015 Z28. It has been given to the charity Rides to Recovery, and it's a charity that rehabilitates veterans by building custom bicycles to accommodate for wounds and loss of limb and whatnot associated with their service. They rehabilitate them on the bikes, both physically and mentally, by getting them prepared, working them out, and then they compete in these Rides to Recovery bike races.
It gives them a little bit of normalcy, lets them get back into life a little bit.
And confidence, there's this sense of confidence by being able to achieve this racing status and getting into a sport where there's a lot of support for them.
And right now his plan is to be sold at Scottsdale 2016.
That is the plan. You never really know when it's a charity thing, but the plan right now is to go to Scottsdale. And
tell everybody how to follow it and be involved. What do they need to do?
So primarily we run our promotions for this car out of Facebook, and it's the Big Red, Big Red Edition Camaro. It's easily searchable as a group, and we welcome you to join us. We talk about the build, we show insider pictures and videos, and we tell you about some of our very worthwhile sponsors that have either granted or worked with us on equipment for this build.
Let's give them a shout out real quick. Who's some of the major ones there?
Well, I think most obviously when you look at the car, especially right now, you're going to see those stunning Forgeline wheels. Forgeline came to us with the proposal to do these wheels to emulate the BBS wheels that have been run on Big Red since day one. And they just knocked it out of the park. They're stunning one-off build with a racing center cap.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and they're just, Forgeline is really top of their game when it comes to racing wheels.
And then SLP, obviously, we're in their booth. They must have had something to do with it.
SLP has put the very first supercharger on a 7-liter motor, which is squishing a lot of power into that under that hood.
You know how much?
We don't know. We haven't dynoed it yet, but we're expecting mid to high 600s conservatively. I think, you know, depending on who buys it, they can certainly add to the horsepower.
Well, that's the thing with
they see
SLP.
fit.
They obviously have room for expansion.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's
Exactly.
a company that everybody knows. It's iconic.
Yeah. What you don't see on this car, which is pretty fantastic, is that we've got UMI rear suspension. This car is so fantastic. It is really hard to add to it when you know, someone says, well, build a better Z28, you know, that already it's a great car. And we went to UMI, a small company in Pennsylvania, and they have 100% made in the USA components that strengthen the cross member, trailing arms, and some other bits and pieces that will allow the car to perform better on the track with a stronger and more adjustable, actually, suspension. So it will give it the strength that it needs for the track, but also be adjustable in order to drive it on the street and not be driving a pogo stick.
Very cool. Let's do something cool for the people that watch the video. Maybe if they'll go over to your Facebook page and say that ScottieDTV sent them.
Absolutely.
Let's do that, and let's give them maybe till the end of the year.
I think that would be great.
And then you can add those people up, and then you can go
Absolutely.
and let's give them maybe a hat. How would that work for you?
How about if I pick 5 people?
5 people? Are you serious? Can we afford to do that?
I'll do a hat and T-shirt for 5 people.
The combo. They get the hat and a T-shirt
Yep.
for combo. There you go, guys. I can't do any better for you than that, right? Well, girl, I sure appreciate you giving me time. I know SEMA's busy, and y'all have a lot of people. This thing's drawing a big crowd, and for you to take time to tell me a little bit about it.
Thank you for coming by. It's really important to us.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too. I like what they've done with this interior. Right? That's not stock, is it? I don't think so. But if it is, way to go, GM. But I don't think it is. Them big logos, right? That's kind of cool. One in the back seat back there. No, it's a good looking car, man. I'd like to cruise it around, beat up on it a little bit. And since SLP has done the work on it, you know, you can beat up on it a little bit. Never enough, guys. No matter what GM does, excuse me, somebody comes right behind them and adds a little bit more to it. Because nobody wants just the average car, right? Even a Z28, ZR1 or whatever. Nobody wants just the average car. I'm down with it. I like it. Very cool. Take a look under here with the cold air intake. And I'd say that the Z28 wasn't supercharged, it was naturally aspirated, but I could be wrong, because a lot of times I am. But this one here's got SLP supercharger on it. But again, it's just about tune-up stuff. And a cool cause. Folks, there you go. 2015 Z28 Camaro, going to be given away for a great charity or sold for a great charity. And on top of that, between now and the end of the year, go visit their Facebook, say ScottieDTV sent me, and Susie's going to pick 5 people, give them a T-shirt and a hat. How cool is that? From SEMA 2015. Hope you all have enjoyed it. See ya.